Hello everybody, this is NerdGasm. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. We are on our way to Lacey Towers to investigate a crime scene. Apparently, Black Mask has been killed, and something I mentioned in the last Let's Play video, when I played this game for the first time, this is when I started to worry a little bit. The second they mention, oh, Black Mask has been killed, just red flags went up. I got a bit skeptical, cautious. I was, I just knew they were doing some weird, fucky things with this story. And if you've played this game before, you know that's the case. If you're a fan of Black Mask, I would say don't play this game because he gets fucked over, bitch slapped, and then chucked aside. Anarky.
Your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarky, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
As if there isn't enough going
Anarky. He's one of my favorite Batman villains. Very underrated character. I think he's one of the most underrated villains in the comic book medium. When he was announced for this game, I was fucking pumped as all hell. Really, I bought this game for two reasons. One, Black Mask, which, bit the dud. And then two, for Anarky, which, also kind of bit the dud, which we will soon see. I think he's done pretty well in this game. Just, he gets a lot of time to talk, and spew his anarchistic viewpoints and ideology and everything. But unfortunately, he just isn't in the game very long. That's really the only downside.
I've got a story to tell you about crime and violence, greed and vengeance. But it's also a story of redemption, of second chances, of change. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will determine what I do with you.
So here we go. We got to deactivate, disarm 3 bombs across the city. I'm just going to beat this side mission right now, focus entirely on Anarky. It's just, you talk to these followers in their masks, and then they give you a hint to where the bomb is, and we got to go get it. The only challenging part about this side mission would maybe be the final bomb, which has a fair bit of people, and it has the lowest time to get there and defeat everyone, to disarm it, and like if you don't have the ×5 special combo boost, like you can't do takedowns as quickly. So I mean, doing this early in the game makes it a bit more challenging, I guess, and that's why I do it. I don't like waiting till the end, because I mean, you could wait till the end, and I guess Anarky would last a bit longer in the story, but it's over pretty quick. Because you disarm 3 bombs, and then you go to the church and just do like this combat encounter. That's it. It's over pretty quick. But I do think they packed in as much anarchy or anarchism to what he's saying. He still talks a lot, and it goes into the ideology a bit. So yeah, here we go. We gotta take out his followers. But yeah, like in this game, it's kind of interesting too, because Batman, not many people know about, right? He's basically a myth. Not everyone believes he's real. He exists. And at first, Anarky, like as we go here, after we disarm these bombs, he actually mentions like he wants to work with Batman, or at least thinks Batman might be on his side. And of course, that's not the case. Oh shit, fucked up there. It's funny too, because he's mentioning like consumerist garbage. Technically speaking, this video game could be viewed as consumerist garbage. Like, you know, we bought it, we spent our money for this distraction from our everyday lives.
I need to find them.
I've no doubt you will, sir.
All right, so his second projection here.
I've planted 3.
Yes, I know you've planted bombs. Okay, so we got another one there. We got to do. But yeah, you can view this game as consumerist garbage, because it's just a material, right? It's just a material thing. You don't need to have it, but you think you do. So it's been kind of ingrained in our minds that, oh, when a new game comes out, I love video games, so I need to get video games, but it's just a distraction. And I'm not going to go into it because I'm not a. I like Anarky as a character. I like the idea of Anarky. I think it's anarchism. I think it's a noble idea, but I'm not a follower of it. I don't you know, to anyone out there who does believe in anarchy, I'm not gonna you know, bash you in any way, because there's a lot of great stuff with it. I think anarchism is given a bad rep just because of things like, you know, V for Vendetta and stuff. Like, when people think anarchy, they think guys in Guy Fawkes masks, and then, you know, planting bombs or destroying shit, throwing, you know, Molotov cocktails, that type of stuff. That's not what anarchy is, or at least that's not how you go about you know, making anarchy. You don't have to overthrow with violence. That's not you're misinformed if that's what you believe, or you're misguided is the best word for it. Because yeah, there's a lot of different types of anarchy. It's I mean, I mentioned this in my breakdown of the anarchy character.
You can't shut me off any more than you can the billboards, or the branding on your clothes, or the flyers that litter the streets, or the sound bites that clog the air. I'm in your face. I'm in your head. Just like them. But I'm the menace? Here I am trying to educate. But you don't want to hear it. You just want to buy it.
Yeah, that's what we do. I like buying stuff.
You're drawn to me.
I like how he mentioned clothing with like logos and stuff too, because if you look at like pictures of people from like 50, 60 years ago, there were no logos. Nowadays, though, everything has logos. You buy a T-shirt, and then it's free advertising for someone. You know, well, not really, because you're giving them money to buy the shirt, and then now you're advertising their product even more. You look into this stuff too much. I think you just overcomplicate your own life. It's unnecessary. Who cares? But what I was saying about anarchy is that there's so many different types of anarchism, so many different branches to it, and in my supervillain breakdown of anarchy, I mention it as well, because followers of anarchism, they all kind of have their own different ideas of what it is. It's sort of broken telephone within its community, unfortunately, and there's just an inconsistency with what people want from it. Some people are the right way with anarchy, some people are the violent way, so it's tricky. And then you have, you know, I don't know what I would call them. I wouldn't say scholars or anything, but just people that have like you know, examined anarchism. They think it wouldn't work because of that. Because you have this broken telephone, at least in this part of the world where I live in North America. I think at this point we're so, you know, it's so much consumerism, so much, you know, materialistic stuff that it'd be impossible to make an anarchistic society at this point. At least, you know, at this part of the world, you'd have to overturn so much stuff and reprogram so many people's minds. It would just be impossible, unrealistic. Again, I'm not trying to cut up people who believe in anarchism, and I don't, you know, I don't follow it enough, so maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But this is just what you can, you know, easily see if you just research it just a bit online. Like, there's a lot of different stuff has been done with it, and again, it's just a broken telephone, because so many people that you know, believe themselves to live for anarchy, You know, they want to accomplish it in so many different ways, which is not good. Because you all need to be able to, you know, decide on one fucking thing. So you got more of these followers here.
The revolution is here.
Is it? Sorry, I need you in the face there. Headbutt. Shabam. So second bomb. Look at that. Already like over a minute remaining still. So this side mission isn't even that difficult. Like I said, the only part that's, you know, challenging would be the final bomb, because they give you just enough time to do it. Now I could be fast traveling to these supporters, but I've just been gliding there. The main reason is because this game, typically when I play it, yeah, we need to get these heavy wheel ammos. Typically when I play this game and play through the story, there's maybe at least one like freeze that happens here. Yeah, you know what? Because I don't want to go over the bridge again, waste more time. Let's just do it. I'm just very nervous about fast track. Like, look how laggy the cutscene is, and then I've had it where like this shot here just stays, like it remains on the screen. The sound, you hear the sound and everything, but it just doesn't load. Sometimes too that the sound even cuts out. It just becomes like a mute, video here showing the Batwing, and then it doesn't load, and the game basically like freezes, and I have to turn it off and everything. But what I was saying is that most times when I play this game, I have to restart the console at least once, because it freezes or some crazy shit happens that like. Sometimes, like I've done crime scenes before, and then I can't like interrogate someone. The one on the final offer later on in the game, like the one guy, like I think he's a martial artist. You have to get. It's freezed before, or not freezed. It hasn't let me interrogate him, so I have to like reload a checkpoint. It's not fun when you got to do this shit. Like if you can't like play the game from start to finish without worrying about it like freezing, or you have to like reset your console, that sucks. It really does. A lot of people, you know, really do love Arkham Origins, and you know, myself included. I don't hate this game completely. I actually do. I do enjoy playing it. It's still an Arkham game through and through, but it's unfinished, really. that's the easiest way to say it. You know, it needs a bit more polish, and unfortunately it never got it. You know, it needed more patches, and it just didn't end up getting them. So yeah, this one just gives you just enough time, basically. It's just around the back of the GCPD here. But yeah, like the whole idea too of a remaster of this game. I know a lot of people, again, support this game. A lot of you know, very faithful, diehard fans of it. But yeah, I don't think a remaster is going to happen, just because their work would be cut out for them. It's not just a graphical upgrade. They gotta like fix this shit that the other developer threw under the rug, right? That's not fair. They should have finished what they started, but they kind of didn't. Okay, maybe this wasn't as hard as I thought. I still got like a minute left. Yeah. I mean, this is like one of the first major side missions anyway, so. Involving a main villain, so I guess they couldn't make it too challenging. There's bomb number 3. Same animation from Arkham City with those penguin jammers.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Disappoint me? Not at all. Come on down to the courthouse so we can continue Gotham's trial.
So yeah, right here he's kind of he's like, oh, you spared them, like yeah, I think he wants to like work with him, or at least if you talk to him after the side mission's done. He thinks, you know, him and Batman have a lot in common. So I guess we'll fast travel again, but I'm again just really scared it's gonna freeze, because that would suck. God, look at this shit. Oh. You know, it's it's not funny. Fast traveling should help you, you know, move around the map a lot quicker, but I'm just scared to do it. It's not how it should be. This map is so big, but it's just so barren. It's just a ghost town. It's post-apocalypse. Christmas Eve. In the near future. Where there's no one left alive, basically. I think I went the wrong way. We'll just go around, though. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Took the long way. Here's what we'll do, though. We'll go through here. There we go. Oh, okay. I wasn't able to. So yeah, we just go to the courthouse and then just have like a combat encounter with Anarky and his followers, and that's basically it. Like, yeah, his side mission's done pretty quick, and I think because it's over so fast, it kind of makes him look a bit weaker as a villain. Like he's not that big of a threat, just because it's over so fast. Just sneak in here, avoid all those other guys. Oh, this should be one of these pinkany plaques. This was a cool thing in this game that it's one of the side missions essentially, but it's not on the main side mission page, so it's pretty missable. And I don't think the game really tells you about it. I don't even know if it adds to your game percentage. But you find all those pinkany plaques around the city. Find his journal pages that are kind of tucked in behind, and then you're essentially solving the murder of yeah, because Pinkany, he's the architect of Gotham in like the 1800s, I think it was. So a lot of like the older buildings in the game have those plaques. And then you go to his crypt and then solve his murder. Because there's like this conspiracy, or just during the early days of Gotham, there was some. Please, don't hurt me. Huh. Oh, he's a Enigma guy. He wasn't green.
Okay. They're close by. I'll show you where.
Break his neck, basically. Okay. So we made it to the courthouse. The inside looks a bit different from what it was in Arkham City, which would be later in the continuity. So you got a lot of like Anarky, yeah, like logos on some paintings and stuff. There's no basement, so there's no Calendar Man yet, no cell under there.
Ah, I'm so glad you came. It's an honor, really. There's so much for us to discuss.
What do you want?
I'd like to propose an alliance. I think the two of us could accomplish great things together.
I don't work with criminals. You need to turn yourself in.
Tell you what, I'll turn myself in as soon as you do the same. But you don't consider yourself a criminal, do you? The suit, the gadgets, the sense of entitlement. You're just another rich kid atoning for his fiscal sins. Such a shame.
You cannot defeat the cause.
I mean, you're right. You're right. You can't destroy an idea. It's impossible. Though a lot of people think it is.
Someone, I thought you wanted to make a difference.
I do. Just not in the way you want to.
We are the anarchist fighters.
Alright. And I am the Batman! We're just yelling out what we are now?
Not quite.
This is hopeless.
Anarky does end up coming down here too. Oh, now he's throwing... Yeah, see, now he's throwing Molotov cocktails, I think. He's, Anarky is, one of those, you know, bad anarchists. The ones that don't really know what they're doing. They think they do. They're misguided. Naive. That's a better way to put it. Sort of immature with their, yeah, just immature and, like, young with their, inexperienced with their,
That's it. You fight the result, don't get it.
Here we go. He's got his little stun baton. That's all he's got. It's kind of unfortunate. And then, yeah, he's not that difficult.
We got the numbers.
Got a backpack on, which makes sense when you know who Anarky is. At least in, like, the original story and everything. Just a kid. Which you find out in this game, too.
I ask for discourse and you respond with violence.
What the hell were you doing? Planting bombs? Throwing Molotov cocktails at me? The hell do you call that? Boom! Uppercut. So yeah, once you take out all the guys, it's like an instant kill.
You're just a kid.
So, what does it matter? I wanted to make a difference. I thought you'd feel the same.
I do, but not like this. A lot of innocent people almost died tonight because of you.
Innocent? They watched as Gotham went to hell and didn't do a thing.
They're just afraid.
No, they're weak.
Yeah, see, that's
And
just
so are you.
naive and terrible way to look at it. That's not it's not the right way to go there. Too cynical. Alright, so start getting this heavy wheel ammo, which just breaks Predator encounters in this game, essentially. You can take, I think there's like 3, once you fully level it up. Now, he does this big speech, but there's all the bodies. Look at them all. And then, yeah, he just talks about, there's his mask. Talks about his, just anarchism, basically. Just, I think it goes on for like a fair bit of time. But we won't listen to it just because it's too much, and I don't wanna waste too much time. Move on with the rest of the game. But yeah, that's Anarky. So you know, that's it. He does, like, that's all he does in this game. There is like a radio station that he has, like if you use the sequencer thing to find his radio station. There's a yeah, radio. Liberation Radio.
I thought I'd kick things off tonight with a reading from Plain Words. But first, a little background for those of you who haven't been paying attention.
So yeah, he just, you know, if you listen to that, he goes into a lot of different stuff. Obviously, again, related to Anarky and anarchism in general, the ideology, the concept. But yeah, that's it in the game. He doesn't come back. He doesn't. I guess we'll do this crime scene now. But yeah, he doesn't come back in the franchise either. Like in Cold Heart, the DLC with Mr. Freeze, he does have a few like riots with his followers, but he doesn't appear physically. And then a lot of people wanted him to be Arkham Knight as well, which like, I mean, I think it could have worked, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
The police know the victim fell from a nearby building. There's not much else in the file. His identity might shed some light on things.
This is another great part of this game, is that you have these like side cases to solve, these crime scenes. You just find all the clues and then hunt down the person responsible. Rinse and repeat. They're not, you know, very in depth, but I still think it's pretty fun, and it makes you feel like Batman a bit, because he would do something like this. Arkham Origins focuses on the detective element of the character, I think more so than the other games do, or at least the other games but Knight, because Arkham Knight does it as well. That is a long fall. These murders though just feel very just because this game world is so lifeless and everything, like you don't see anyone else. It just doesn't. It seems so artificial. These crime scenes, like you don't think it actually happened, you know, while you were playing or something. Like it just doesn't feel like the world is alive. You don't believe that this actually occurred just in real time. Just because the game world's just so so lifeless. All this stuff is sort of just like planted. Like, oh, look, there's shit happening. We swear. Doesn't feel natural. So yeah, we just apprehend suspect. Oh, there he is there. South part of the, I guess we should fast travel again. But yeah, I was mentioning Arkham Knight with like Anarky being the Arkham Knight, and a lot of people wanted that. I don't know if it would have really worked. I'm gonna explain it in my Arkham Knight review, but I think with the character, how they were setting him up, I think no matter who you chose, it was gonna disappoint somebody out there, because everyone had their own theories and everyone had their own favorites as to who it would be. So you know, you were gonna disappoint, you know, at least someone out there. And just the fact that too they make him so skilled, and he knows who Batman is and knows, you know, how he thinks and how he works and everything. He just knows too much about Batman to be someone like Anarky. He knows too much about Batman's personal life to be someone like Hush, and it's unfortunate. Like I think they leaned on that idea too much. I think they should have made Arkham Knight just, oh my god, the lag, fuck. I thought it was gonna freeze there. But I think they should have just made him like an anti-Batman that just has a military force and is willing to essentially shoot people, which, you know, regular Batman doesn't do. That's it. Like that, I don't think they should have made it so like he knew too much about him, because it just narrows the potential candidates down a lot. But I mean, Anarky would have made sense from a standpoint that, oh, he was in this game, they introduced him, so he would have had like a kind of a follow-up appearance. It would have made like a payoff with him in Arkham Knight make sense. But again, I just think they leaned on that idea of Arkham Knight. Come on, let me interrogate him. Come the fuck on. There we go. Okay. Oh, for a second I thought it disappeared.
What do you want?
What happened to Brian Murphy?
But yeah, they leaned on just the Arkham Knight knowing too much, and I think that that affected the you know, the long list of potential people, Anarky included.
So you threw him off a roof.
So yeah, this is pretty it's watered down. It isn't very layered, but I do enjoy solving these crime scenes. You know, I mentioned, you know, rinse and repeat, because you do the same thing over and over again. You just solve the crime scene and track down the one responsible, but it's fun, and you know, makes you feel like Batman. So we're just past that that crime going on. Gotta focus on the main story again. It's been doing side stuff. You see Batman just gliding towards you. Holy shit, you just dropped the donut all dramatically. This is another cool thing, is how you you battle the police in this game too. Like they're people you fight. They're another element that Batman has to contend with, which I think helps Arkham Origins kind of stand apart from the other games as well. Because yeah, you don't fight the police in the other Batman games. Why would you? You're on their side. But in this game, Batman, again, he's still like a legend, a myth. Not everyone knows he exists. He's a vigilante. Not everyone trusts him. They don't know what he's really all about. Oh shit! What? How did you hear me? Yeah, I just kidney punched your buddy there. Oh, there's another. That one was hard too. Good work, Enigma. That was a brain teaser, for sure. I was stumped. So, Lacey Towers, these, this apartment building. Christmas tree, some presents. Very festive. There is a cool Easter egg, though. Not that door, this one. Dr. Penelope Young, psychiatrist. That's the lady from the first game, Arkham Asylum. Obviously, everyone has been evacuated from here because of the murder. There's some donuts. How cliche. So, Sionis' safe house. There should, yeah, right over here. It's another Enigma data pack. All these various masks.
But why would he send me here if he was the
That
killer?
Sionis, that one's creepy. Okay, so this is like your first major crime scene of the game.
This crime took place days ago.
Actually, I don't think you do another one of this size. Oh no, you do. You do with the Deadshot side mission. And then this and then, like I said, all those crime scenes, those like side ones that you do, those ones are pretty small. They have like 3 or 4 things to scan in each. This one has a fair bit though.
I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend, or one of them at least. She was no angel.
One of them.
Priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here. The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room.
So yeah, again, during this part, I was kind of like, okay, because you know Black Mask is apparently dead or killed, so red flags are going up, and I'm just scared that they're, you know, wasting the character. And sure enough, my thoughts came to be true.
This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height, but the pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground.
You just hang her on the chandelier. It's fucked up.
These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed.
You know, this...
If he didn't kill Black Mask...
when he says there, like, the police think it's Penguin, and then, you know, his handprints over the soot, like, would you, like, would the police actually miss that? It makes the police look very incompetent. Mind you, in this game, they are pretty, corrupt at this point.
Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter.
The entire GCPD in Arkham Origins is a mess. You got Brandon, that other douchebag, which we'll see soon, shortly. There we go.
The fight for
someone
power
snuck in.
startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight.
Boom, through the table.
Either one of them.
And just, oh man, brutal smashes to the
The
face.
evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter.
So rewind it right over here. It's got like a piece of fabric or... Oh, come on. What? What? Why is it not? Oh. Just wasn't standing in the right spot, I guess.
Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket.
So right there, white suit, sport jacket. That one's Black Mask.
Help identify the intruder.
So you wonder who, so spear all through the table. I love doing that. Oh, here we go. Oh, the spear. Or if you're a fan of Rhino, the gore. Spear! I don't know why, I just love doing that. So we got one more thing to do over here.
This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days.
Just smash her head off the counter.
I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked.
Sound effect. I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's terrible.
She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker.
So right there too, once I heard Joker, I was like, ah, fuck.
Someone killed Black Mask.
Shit.
But this crime took place several
Because, I mean, it's been a while since this game has come out. I forget if,
the answers
then, yeah, you got the guy with the white sport jacket, so obviously he was overpowered by Joker.
the killer here.
Because, you know, at this point, yeah, I'm assuming the other person was Joker.
An unknown shooter.
Or at the very least, Black Mask was defeated there and incapacitated, so...
Samples against the records in the national
Yeah, I'm just... At this point, I was like, oh, fuck. I could tell that Joker was hijacking the story. He was gonna hijack the story, and Black Mask was gonna be taking the secondary spot. Not even though you find out he doesn't even do that. Because yeah, at this point, you know, Joker's hijacking the story, which is bad enough because we've already seen him in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and this was supposed to be a game taking place way before those. So, you know, I was hoping for more of like maybe a crime, a mafia type thing, focus on the smaller, more grounded villains. There's a guy with a shield. That's not going to do much. And then, yeah, like slowly integrate into the... Is he coming at me, or am I going to have to come at him? Okay, I'll have to come at you then. And then, you know, slowly integrate like Enigma, the Riddler, maybe even have Harvey Dent turning into Two-Face, you know, just sort of very, very reminiscent of, say, like, The Long Halloween or whatever. You know, just have it in winter and everything. So with New Year's Eve. So that's what I thought it was gonna involve. But no, then you have Joker hijacking the story, which again is bad enough, but it gets even worse. Unfortunately, it gets even worse. I'm gonna end this part here, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, you've been enjoying my Let's Play of Arkham Origins. Again, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to support my content, hit the bell icon to be notified of all future content and videos I release. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.